Hey there. So I thought I'd make a video on how my electric ATV handles snow. That's actually the reason why I bought the ATV in the first place. So as soon as I got it, I actually ordered a Copeland Switchblade plow for it. I left the background music off so you could hear the sounds that it makes and how quiet it is. And I'm not talking the whole time either. I'm putting some pauses in here so that you can really hear what's going on. This snowfall was about 4 inches of snow, not the heaviest. This year, we've only had 2 real snowfalls. The best time to buy a plow is when you don't need one, and turns out we don't need one now very often. So that's why I'm making the video now. 3 weeks ago, we had a really heavy fall of really heavy snow. It was also only about 4 inches, but it was as wet as snow can be. A lot of it was plowing, just slush. And that's the kind of thing that snowblowers are really bad at. So I really wanted to see how it went for that. I didn't take any video, but I just got to say it was awesome. It did a really good job on really heavy snow, and I have no complaints on that. A couple things to note are I'm trying to figure out what the best route is to plow. I don't want it just to the side. I have some water drainage issues when it melts, and I'm just trying to avoid that. So in this video, I'm trying to push most of it down the driveway and to the side into a pile or just over the hill. If I wasn't doing that, the quality of the plow job would have been a lot better. Like if you're just plowing down a longer driveway and just have it going to the side, it would have done just an amazing job. But because I'm kind of a stickler for my drainage issues, I'm having it go into the pile instead. It took me probably about a half hour to plow all this, and that includes setting up the camera in multiple places. I talked to my neighbor for a little bit. If I were to not do all that stuff, it takes probably 15 minutes. This four-wheeler is a 4,000 watt, 50 amp, and it actually has lead acid batteries, and it's two 2,000 watt electric motors, one that drives the front wheels and one that drives the rear wheels, and you can turn it off from two-wheel to four-wheel. Obviously I have it in four-wheel drive here, and I also have it set to low for power setting. There's a low, a medium, and a high. For most of this I have it on low, so it goes a lot slower, but that's on purpose. When you're plowing in little intricate areas, you don't want to go too fast, you don't want too much power, so it's actually really nice to have it in slow speed. When I'm out on the road and just clearing out there, I have it on the medium speed, and that makes a lot more sense. I have noticed it's a little slower when it's really cold out, when it's like, say, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Not a whole lot slower, but it's definitely noticeable. Range-wise, I actually have no idea what the range is. They say about 35 miles, but I keep it charged most of the time. That's better for lead-acid batteries, so I do that anyway. What you're seeing here is actually the second time plowing on that charge, and I have noticed no range issues. I guess time will tell how it goes and how the batteries start to degrade, but for the most part, I'm using my four-wheeler for utility. Actually pushed a little bit of dirt and leveled some ground and pulling a trailer on the yard and doing a little hunting and that kind of thing. So I don't go very many miles, so range isn't an issue for me. The plow is a Coplin Switchblade. I bought it on, I think it was a Tractor Supply website. You can get them on Amazon, but they're actually more expensive there. So if you just do a little bit of searching, you'll be able to find them for cheaper than on Amazon. I paid, I think it was a little under $400 shipped, and it installed really easily. It comes with some metal feet, like if you have a gravel driveway, and I started off with those, and you can't get it low enough for a tar driveway. You'll skim coat it, so you'll have a little layer of snow there. And I also noticed that they wore super fast, like ridiculously fast. So I took them off, and I'm glad I did, because now it cuts right down to the asphalt, and it just does a much better job without the feet. and the wear bar that is on the bottom of the plow is so far is holding up really well, and they are replaceable, but it'll be years before I have to replace it, I think, depending on how many times I have to use it. As far as the plow goes, I absolutely would get another one for that price. You can't beat that. It's set to 48 inches, but the Copeland, you're able to switch it from 48 or 60 inches. And I have it set to 48 because I wasn't quite sure how the ATV was going to do for pushing heavier snow, so I put it on the smaller setting. Now, having used it a couple times, I should have put it at the 60. It would have handled it just fine. That's one of my complaints with the Copeland plow is making that adjustment. You have to take off a lot of bolts and add some wear plates and everything. I just wish it was a smoother process. Then I would be able to use both 48 and 60 depending on what I'm doing. That's my only complaint with the plow. Overall, it was pretty awesome. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I would absolutely get another one. Just an overall overview of the whole package here. The four-wheeler, I have no complaints. I've had it for probably 6-8 months now, and I've literally had no problems with it. It does everything I need it to do, and doesn't stutter, doesn't have any issues. I really like how quiet it is and how easy it is just to hop on and go, and not really care about how loud it is or what time. Sometimes I'll go out at midnight just to buzz around the neighborhood just because I blow off some steam or something, and just absolutely love that. And the plow, like I say, I wish it was easier to adjust, but otherwise I'm real happy with it. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's anything you want me to try out, let me know. Like I say, this is only the second real snow of the season here in Minnesota, and it's already April, so I think that's probably it for the winter on that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.